Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. Right, I hope you guys can hear me because I just got a new recording software and I had to dump the old one because it was messing up. Right, so in the news today, Reddit launches crypto tokens to reward community engagement. Guys, this has been in trend, a trend since 2016, most especially after Dan Larima built Steam. Now you must have seen or heard me talk about Steemit. Now, just in case you or Steemit or Hive, just in case you don't know what those are, they are social networks built on a blockchain. This is Steemit. They are built on a blockchain, and if you make posts on them, you get rewarded in when people like the post. Now, Hive, sorry, that's my phone. Hive works exactly the same way. Hive is a fork of Steemit, right? So they function similarly. Right, so Reddit is actually trying to do, where's the post right there? Okay, this is the post. Reddit is actually trying to do the same thing, right? But this time a little bit differently because here's the difference. On Steam, it's every action on the Steam blockchain is recorded. So if you like a post, it is recorded on the blockchain. If you retweet or resteam, it's recorded on the blockchain. If you make a comment, it's recorded on the blockchain. But for Reddit, not everything will be on a blockchain because, first of all, Ethereum blockchain is too slow for this purpose. Currently, I don't even know why these guys choose to build it on Ethereum. Well, maybe they believe in Ethereum. Of course, I'm a believer of Ethereum. I have Ethereum and I hold Ethereum, right? I believe Ethereum is going to scale, hopefully, because those guys are pretty working on it. But here's my concern. Now, looking at the current state of Ethereum, now this is Ethereum right here. If you've been visiting this channel, Blocktivity shouldn't be a new website to you, right? So it's a tool that helps you understand what is going on behind the scene of these different blockchains, right? Beyond the hype, right? So as you can see, Ethereum right here has been actually processed over 900,000 transactions within the past 24 hours, and Ethereum used 70% of its capacity. Now, guess what? If you go to Reddit, this is Reddit. This is the platform that wants to move their customer or their user rewards to the Ethereum blockchain. Now, let's see the number of transactions or the number of users these guys have in a month. So I'm going to use a tool called SimilarWeb. So SimilarWeb just takes analysis. Now, as you can see, this website is currently ranked number 11 in the United States and 22 worldwide, and they have 1.5 billion users per month. 1.5 billion users per month. Now, I can tell you without a doubt that Ethereum, the current Ethereum, cannot handle even up to 1 million transactions in 24 hours. Yep. We just saw it right now. Where's Blocktivity? Ethereum cannot handle, currently does a maximum of 900,000 transactions in 24 hours, and it's using just 70% of its capacity. What will happen when Ethereum starts handling over 1 million transactions? Right, so if we have just 10% of the 1.5 billion people decide to make transactions with their currency, with whatever coin they're going to get on the Ethereum blockchain is going to come to a stop. Now, someone might ask, okay, if you hold Ethereum and you know Ethereum is not this good, why are you holding Ethereum? That's because those guys are actually working. They're working on delivering what is called Ethereum 2.0, and that is supposed to make Ethereum way faster than it is today. Now, looking at Etherscan, you can actually see that Ethereum currently has a maximum TPS. TPS means transaction per second of 8.5. As at a few hours ago, it was around 12 TPS. That means in every second, at that particular instant, it did a maximum of 12 transactions per second. That is pretty slow, right? So, but Ethereum guys are really working on delivering Ethereum 2.0. So, like I told you, this stuff is actually similar to Steemit, but the difference is that not every transaction on Reddit will be on a blockchain. I don't think any blockchain can actually handle the number of transactions on what's it called, on Reddit. The only blockchain that is close to handling such kind of transactions is EOS. As you can see, EOS is handling over 66 million transactions just by using, excuse me, 50%, 50 point, almost 51% of its capacity, while Ethereum is doing just 900, less than a million. EOS is way ahead of Ethereum when it comes to technology. Yeah, a lot of you might not like the sound of that, but that's the truth, because when we are speaking, remember we are dealing with the current state of Ethereum, which is pretty slow, and Ethereum 2.0 is not yet a reality. So we are speaking with what we have. Now, in a related story, a company called Tonton, I hope I pronounced that right, Grant Thornton, here's the news right here. Grant Thornton moves intercompany transactions to EOSIO. So what this means is that every transaction in that company, every auditing, okay, let's just read it. Accounting firm Grant Thornton, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, we offer a platform to record intercompany transactions using the EOSIO blockchain. Now, I posted something on Facebook, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I said there will be a time when you're having a dealings with a company, and those agreements or contracts are not, if they are not really written on the blockchain, or maybe stamped on the blockchain, you would have every right not to believe what that company is doing. And we are actually getting to that stage right now. So I think there's a quote somewhere. Yeah, this is it. More importantly, InterX users can track and account for intercompany transactions with an audit trail that is immutable. That's one of the reasons why it's on the blockchain, meaning the integrity of the audit data persists over time. The result is a permanent and unforgeable audit trail for consistent transaction information. Now, this is going to be the trend, guys, within the next couple of years. Right? And I see this working in, what's it called? In blah 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 blah. What's the name of the saying? In election, when people have to vote. You see, you vote in an election, and of course, it's really going to help a lot of Africans, because there's been huge cases of election rigging, and blockchain is actually a solution for that, right? So, guys, that's what I have for you today. This Reddit news is actually really bullish, but I'm really concerned about these guys wanting to build on Ethereum, because if you say you want to build on Ethereum, that means you're banking on Ethereum 2.0. Right, and I think one of the articles, I think I read that on Cointelegraph, where they are planning to do this by 2021. This goes to show that, hey, these guys are preparing for Ethereum to launch by Ethereum 2.0 to launch by 2021, and that's everybody's dream for Ethereum 2.0 to launch, and hopefully by 2020 we're going to have that launched, so we can all see how the whole thing goes. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video if you find this very educating. See ya.